Good manners make good first impressions. When Jack leaves the house with a lady, it's ladies first. Or good manners.
Got some nice pictures in there. Oh, I'll get them. Can I give you a hand? No, that's all right.
She'll remember good manners, and that makes Jack rate high with her. Rate high with her.
She told me I was too nice. I couldn't believe it.
Well, the main demand, of course, is equal rights. There aren't frivolous demands at all. We just want what men have had all these years.
Welcome to The Move. Let's get into a groove. I'm Jay, and ladies, this video is dedicated to you. I, like most people, love women. You possess God's greatest creation. Tend to be warmer and friendlier, soft voices, smell nice, and just an overall pleasurable entity. My dad, who preached for 20 years, would always say that if God made anything better than a woman, he kept it for himself. And that's a sentiment that's been passed down in the genes, man. We love, need, and appreciate you. With that being said, you're the majority, ladies. You're the only majority that gets the social benefits of being a minority. This is more of a rant than a research paper, so I won't be adding citations. But statistically, with women on average receiving less jail time for the same crime, seriously, look no further than the Bridgegate sentences to see that in effect. The Duluth model that says that a man is supposed to be removed from the home in cases of domestic disputes. The over 80% custody wins in divorces of the children, the fact that equal pay has been the law of the land since the 60s, and our society's tendency to cater towards your group's demands are all evidence that as a group, you are well taken care of. And I need to emphasize as a group because in no way can I exonerate my gender as angels. We all know that men can be vicious and callous, but that's kind of my point. We're taught through the media and, well, life that women are inherently better than men, that men are brute beasts and women are delicate flowers. But there is a reason that this vid is just an endless stream of teachers getting arrested for having sex with students. When I started conceptualizing this video, I did a Google search on the terms teacher, sex, arrest, and the stories are 3-to-1 female teachers being at least accused. I didn't read through all of them, but those that I read, there was a reoccurring theme: claims of manipulation. Games have been played by men and women throughout the history of civilization, and continue to this very moment. Seriously, since I started talking, at least 25 people have gotten their heart broken somewhere in the world. Yet, we have seen the wonders that collaborative efforts between us can achieve. Men and women aren't equal. We were never meant to be. We're supposed to be a team, all of society really, but when it comes down to our gender specifically, it's the only way our species can survive. There have been a lot of generalizations in this video, but that's because it's not about pointing fingers at any one example, and that's a big part of the problem. Last year, a woman was shot in the face in New York for not dancing with a dude, and the next thing you know, there are a million think pieces online of how dangerous it is to be a woman, without a mention of the fact that dudes get rejected every second of every day without shooting the woman in the face. My point is that women as a group aren't these helpless victims that need to be believed every time they open their mouths, because I know plenty of women that would agree that when it comes to being manipulative and callous, we have plenty of equality. Many would say that men are at a disadvantage because of the love that we have for your gender as a whole. There are people that love your gender so much that they get surgeries to be more like you. Granted, it goes both ways like most things in the world, so where's the inequality? Look, as a whole, women, let's admit that you're not oppressed, at least here in the West. And though many of you have found yourself in less than desirable circumstances, those choices were freely made in many instances. It's getting harder to find women claiming feminism, and SJW channels on YouTube are dying. But the sentiment that somehow women don't have equality is still very prevalent. Gendering everything has set us back further than a Trump presidency ever could, because it's part of how we got a Trump presidency. As a group, women are far easier to manipulate than men. And That's primarily because of their tendency to run more on emotion than logic. Even up to the Women's March and A Day Without Women, to this very second, too many of the female populace has been manipulated into thinking that Hillary or Democrats or whatever was some great champion for them when it's all the same game. This is getting kind of long. I don't have the time to get into the single mothers and how many of them have completely castrated their sons. Maybe in another video. I made this video to point out that women aren't some gentle victims, but fierce warriors, and to ask this question: why are all these false narratives taking precedent over the progress already made? Also, please direct me to a right that I have that a woman doesn't. If you can please answer those questions in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. I just request that it's kept respectful because that's what this video's been. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for weekly videos posted on this channel. And as an added bonus, here's an example of how we have all felt at some point or another.
Where's Nick?
Admit it! You sucked his balls, you licked his booty, you sucked his toes. Was his dick bigger than mine? You wore the heels, didn't you? Admit it, bitch! There's gonna be some changes, alright? First, I'm dropping Agnew from my name. No more hyping it. Next, I'm getting back on stage. I'm going back to music because I jam. But you wouldn't know nothing about that because you was probably somewhere sucking a motherfucker's dick.
Excuse me?
Hang up the phone, Jerry. This shit don't concern you.
How you know my name?
Hang up the phone, motherfucker. This is between me and my wife. Hey, give me that phone.